Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Jason, and I'm back with another episode of Autism Hood TV, podcast, vlog, whatever you want to call it. So, today, I'm going to talk to you real quick about, does my son actually struggle? Does he actually struggle? Like, does he actually struggle with things? You know? Um, the reason I wanted to make this video, I was going to actually write this out in a blog, but I figured I would just make a video. You know, it'll be easier to make a video than write this out in a blog, because um, all these years, my son got diagnosed with autism at 3 years old. He's 11 now, and he'll be 12 in in February. Okay, so that's what, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's almost 9 years. Almost 9 years of being diagnosed with autism, among other things: ADHD, epilepsy, learning disability. All that. Um, from the very first time he got diagnosed, I was told by his doctor that diagnosed him that he's gonna struggle with things. He's gonna struggle with things. He's gonna, have a hard time learning things. It's gonna take a long time to teach him things, all that. And I bought into all that, and I was on social media at the beginning of all that, Facebook, the different groups, and listening to all the horror stories and the war stories and the troubles and everything, you know. And I bought into all that. My whole mindset was just negative. You see what I'm saying? It was just negative. It was like, oh, he's not going to do this. My son's not going to do this. He's not going to ever do this. It's going to take forever to do this, And that was my whole mindset. And I was like that for years. Just everything, struggle. Why is it so hard? Why is it a struggle? Why? Until, and this just hit me like recently, you know what I'm saying? Probably I want to say like within the last year or so, I started to figure out it's not really that my son struggles. You see what I'm saying? Um, I want to say he struggles when myself or his teachers or therapists or whatever tries to make him do things in a traditional way, or the way society thinks things should be done. That's when he struggles. Okay? Now, it's like, if I want my son to do something, and I want him to do it my way, or I want him to do it the way that society thinks he should do it, or whatever, he might struggle with that. He'll struggle doing it that way. You understand? But if I take the time to realize he can do whatever it is I'm asking him to do, he just needs to do it his way. You understand? He needs to just do it his way. Like, he might not be able to follow traditional directions. It might be too much for him. Too much information to understand, too much to process. But he can do things as long as I give him some space, give him some time to figure it out. He could do stuff. He just needs to do it in his own way. So it's not really even like he's struggling. It's like he struggles when I try to make him do things that I think it should be done a certain way. Or if I try to get him to follow certain directions because this is what some has to be done a certain type of way. I had to realize things don't have to be done a certain type of way. You don't always have to follow directions to get something done. And I had to look at myself and understand I do the same thing that my son does. Like, a lot of times, to give an example, like, I got this computer desk here. When the computer desk came, it came with a big pamphlet directions, right? I wasn't about to sit down and read that whole damn pamphlet of directions and put that shit together direction by direction. I wasn't gonna do that because my brain ain't even gonna allow me to fucking do no shit like that. I put the computer desk together perfectly just by, doing it my way, figuring the shit out my way. And it's together. You know what I'm saying? And I do that shit with everything, like our TV stand and whatever the fuck, coffee table, whatever the fuck we buy that I gotta put together. I don't never really look at directions. I just put the shit together. You see what I'm saying? Like I figure the shit out. I might glance at the directions to what this piece is and where does this piece go. This like like that. But I'm not about to sit down like some people do and read the whole fucking pamphlet and put together everything step by step. I don't do shit like that. And I had to realize I'm the same as my son. My son can do all types of shit. I just have to let him figure out his way and he'll get it done. Sometimes he might go the whole roundabout long ass way of getting something done, but that's the way he needs to do it to get it done. And if I just let go and let him do what he's gonna do, he'll get shit done. It might take forever. He might even forget and have to be reminded to go back and do some shit. But the point is, he doesn't necessarily struggle though. He doesn't necessarily struggle. It's the fact that trying to make him do things that I used to think was the right way to do things is what he struggles with sometimes. If I just let go and understand everything doesn't have to be by the book, everything doesn't have to be according to what society says is right, everything doesn't have to be done step by step. You can do things and skip steps. You can start some shit backwards and work forwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do things different ways. Like, the whole point of everything is when you have to do something, just get the shit done. It doesn't matter how the fuck you do it, just get the shit done. And this is how I'm starting to realize now. I have to let him do what he's gonna do, how he's gonna do it. And it's just with everything, like cleaning. My son can clean. Like, he cleans very, very well. And he's very aware of different chemicals. He's very aware of what the chemicals do and that kind of stuff. Because I've been teaching him this for years and years and years. And he can clean. But a lot of times, he cleans in his own way. He doesn't clean necessarily the way I would want him to clean. He doesn't clean the way I clean, but he cleans and he gets his stuff that he's supposed to get done. He gets it done and he gets his stuff clean, and he does it his way. It's the same with getting dressed, the same with brushing his teeth, the same with doing his daily hygiene, the same as keeping his room together, the same as keeping his schoolwork together and organized. He knows how to do all this stuff. He just does it in his own way. Like my son, like if you walk into my son's room and look at certain little like piles of things that he has, you might look at it like, man, that's a mess, that's unorganized, that's this and that. That's just what you're seeing. That's how you're seeing it. You're not seeing it the way my son is seeing it. My son is looking at everything that he does. It makes perfect sense to him. He might have 5 piles of the same thing, but to him it's not the same thing, because in each of those piles it's something different. It just looks the same, but he understands in each one of his piles is something different though. So it's all about perception, man, and how we feel about certain things. And I'm starting to realize my son, he doesn't necessarily struggle. He just needs to be allowed to do things the way he's going to get them done, without any kind of criticism, without any kind of, whatever. Just let him do. I need to learn, like, just let him do what he's going to do, basically. And that's just pretty much it. So that was my little video of the day. The sun's starting to come out, starting to get bright, melting all the snow and stuff. So I'm going to get out of here. But I'm gonna holler at you guys next time. So Autism Hood TV. I'm Jason. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share it all around, leave a comment, whatever. You can follow me on Twitter, HoodJ73. You can follow me on Instagram, Autism Hood J. Um, you can follow me on Coffee. I got both the coffee sites. Buy me a coffee on both the coffee sites, Autism Hood Books and Blogs. I got the Teespring store, Autism Hood store on Teespring. Got all the stuff on there. And anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Peace.